Assalamualaikum everyone. Write down some SCQs, short essay questions among carbohydrates. Question number 1 is, what are carbohydrates? What are carbohydrates? Why are they called as hydrated carbons? These are short questions. These are short essay questions. What are carbohydrates? Why are they called as hydrated carbons? Question number 2. Give 3 importance of carbohydrates. Give 3 importance of carbohydrates. Question 3. Give sources of carbohydrates. Question number 4. Short essay questions. Question number 1 is, what are carbohydrates? Why are they called as hydrated carbons? Question number 2. Give 3 importance of carbohydrates. Question number 3. Give sources of carbohydrates. Question number 4. Differentiate between aldo and keto sugar. इसमें आप लोग स्ट्रक्चर बनाएंगे. You have to draw a structure which shows aldose and keto carbonyl carbons. Glyceraldehyde is a reference sugar and simplest one. It has one chiral center. Question number 5. What are monosaccharides? Write their general formula. Question number 4 is, differentiate between aldo and keto sugar. Question number 5 is, what are monosaccharides? Write their general formula. Differentiate. Question number 4 is, differentiate between aldo and keto sugar. Here you have to write down glyceraldehyde is a reference sugar. It is a one chiral center. It is simplest. You have to show the aldo and keto group. What are question number 5? What are monosaccharides? Write their general formula. Question number 6. What are sucrose and lactose? What are sucrose and lactose? Question number 7. Differentiate between amylose, starch, and amylopectin. You have to write down it is amylose starch is a simple form of starch. Amylose have unbranched chain of glucose. It is soluble in hot water, whereas Amylopectin is most complex form of starch. It has branch chain and it is insoluble in hot or cold water. Question was differentiate between amylose starch and amylopectin. Answer is amylose starch is a simple form of starch. Amylose have unbranched chain of glucose. It is soluble in hot water, whereas amylopectin is most complex form of starch. It has branch chains and it is insoluble in hot or cold water. Question number 8. What is glycogen? Give its functions. Question number 9. What is chitin? Give its functions. Chitin is another structural polysaccharide. Chitin is found in cell wall of fungi. Chitin has amino sugar in its molecules. Now I am repeating the questions. These are short essay questions. I have formulated these questions. You can make such type of a question. I am giving only idea. Question number 1 is, what are carbohydrates? Why are they called as hydrated carbons? Hydrated carbons because they contain CnH2O, means that's why water is present. That's why they are termed as hydrated carbon. They contain hydrogen and oxygen in a ratio as it is present in water. That is the reason they are termed as hydrated carbons. Question number 2. Give 3 importance of carbohydrates. Question number 3. Give sources of carbohydrates. Now solve these ACQs by yourself and find out these answers. At least three sentences, 3 different sentences each question should contain. They are, I think, of 3 marks or 2 marks. Means one question has 3 parts. Is part 1 is what are carbohydrates? What are they? Why are they called as hydrated carbons? And 1A, this is 1A. 1B will be give the importance of carbohydrates. 1C will be give sources of carbohydrates. 2.5 marks or 3 marks will be given to each question. Question number 4. Differentiate between aldo and keto sugar. Reference of glyceraldehyde you have to give. It's a simple and reference sugar. Question number 5. What are monosaccharides? Write their general formula. Question number 6. What are sucrose and lactose? Question number 7. Differentiate between amylose starch and amylopectin, which I have told you. Amylose starch is a simple form of starch. Amylose have unbranched chain of glucose. It is soluble in hot water. Amylopectin is most complex form of starch. It has branched chains. It is insoluble in hot or cold water. Question number 8. What is glycogen? Give its functions. Question number 9 is, what is chitin? Give its function. Chitin is another structural polysaccharide. Chitin is found in cell wall of fungi or fungi. Chitin has amino sugar in its molecules. Furthermore, you can find and write down the answers. It's a BCQ type. Now, Reactions of monosaccharides. Monosaccharides, as they have aldehyde group, as they have a functional group, either in the form of aldehyde or ketone. They have alcohol in the form of OH. So either their aldehyde form will react, either their ketone form will react, either their alcohol will react. They undergo oxidation, they undergo reduction, they form osazones. These are crystals. There is action of certain alkalis on monosaccharides, action of acids. There is a glycoside formation and ester formation. Now, reactions of monosaccharides. First of all, if they are oxidized, if monosaccharides are oxidized, functions of monosaccharides. Your questions and queries will be dealt at the end of the lecture. First of all, try to understand the things, understand the concepts, then ask. Now, topic is reactions of monosaccharides. Monosaccharides either undergo oxidation. If they undergo oxidation, okay, they will give rise acids. If they are undergoing reduction reactions, they will give rise alcohols. So at the end, the substitute is OL. Any diol or OL is a substitute when they undergo reduction. Aldoses may be oxidized to three types of acids: aldonic acids, uronic acids, saccharic acids. Aldonic acids are aldehyde group is converted to a carboxyl group. Glucose will give rise gluconic acid. Galactose will give rise galactonic acid. And mannose will give rise mannoic acid. When they undergo oxidation, they will give rise aldonic acids. And in oxidation or reduction, their carbonyl or functional groups will undergo the oxidation or reduction reactions. So if glucose undergo oxidation, they will give rise gluconic acid. Galactose will give rise galactonic acid, and mannose will give rise mannoic acid. Now, what are uronic acids? Aldehyde is left intact, and primary alcohol at the other end is oxidized to COOH. Means aldehyde group is left intact as it is. In oxidation or reduction, their carbonyl compounds either aldehyde or ketone undergoes. If aldehyde is left intact, it has left intact, untouched, and primary alcohol or OH group is attached to the number 2 carbon. Alcohol at the other end is oxidized to carboxylic acid, then it is termed as glucose will give rise glucuronic acid, galactose will give rise galacturonic acid, mannose will give rise mannuronic acid. Oxidation, reduction are the reaction when monosaccharides, or carbonyl groups, either aldehyde or ketone, they undergo oxidation or reduction. If they are kept intact, untouched, and primary alcohol at the other end is oxidized to give rise carboxylic acid, then glucose will give rise glucuronic acid, galactose will give rise galacturonic acid, and mannose will give rise mannuronic acid. Now, saccharic acids, glyceric acids, oxidation at both ends of monosaccharides means carbonyl carbon and carbon at the end, alcohol at the end means oxidation occurs at both the ends of monosaccharide will give rise saccharic acids. Glucose will give rise glucose saccharic acid, galactose will give rise mucic acids, and mannose will give rise manneric acid. It's very simple. I am repeating again. Just try to concentrate it. Glucose, monosaccharides almost undergo oxidation or reduction. First of all, oxidation, if involves carbonyl compound, it is termed as they will give rise that carbonyl compound if give rise an oxidation carboxylic acid, it is termed as gluconic acid. Glucose will give rise gluconic acid, and galactose will give rise galactonic acid, and mannose will give rise mannoic acid. If our aldehyde group isn't kept intact and primary alcohol is involved in giving rise an oxidation carboxylic acid, then glucose will give rise glucuronic acid. Galactose will give rise galacturonic acid, and mannose will give rise mannuronic acid. In a very same way, saccharic acids will be given when glyceric acids were given when oxidation occurs at both the ends. At carbon number 1, where carbonyl compound is attached, and at the carbon alcohol at the sixth carbon, at the end, last one carbon. If both ends are involved, then they will give rise glyceric acids. So glucose will give rise glucosaccharic acid, galactose will give rise mucic acid, mannose will give rise mannoric acid. Now reduction. Either reduction done catalytically by a catalyst, an enzyme, or enzymatically by an enzyme or by removal of hydrogen. The resultant product is polyol or sugar alcohol. Ol, okay. Glucose forms sorbitol or glucitol. Mannose form mannitol. Fructose forms a mixture of mannitol and sorbitol. Glyceraldehyde forms glycerol. Ol. Now the word the word oxy the word oxidation means loss of electrons or hydrogen atoms or gain of oxygen atoms. Okay, loss of or removal of hydrogen. Okay, and oxidation reactions they releases energy. Oxidation reactions means loss of electron or hydrogen atoms and gain of oxygen. Removal of hydrogen or addition of oxidation means addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. And these reactions releases energy, whereas reduction is gain of electrons or hydrogen atoms and loss of oxygen. These reactions stores energy. Reduction reactions stores energy. Oxidation is the loss of electrons or hydrogen atoms and gain of oxygen atoms. Whereas reduction is gain of electrons or hydrogen atom and loss of oxygen atoms. In oxidation reactions, hydrogen is removed. In reduction reaction, hydrogen is added. Reduction reactions, all the above reactions, they store energy. Whereas oxidation reactions, these releases energy. It is the meaning of oxidation and reduction. Oxidation is, I can't send questions in group. It was gas paper or what questions I can found from a chapter of carbohydrates is my guess. I have given you for your preparation. Oxidation is the loss of electrons or hydrogen atoms and gain of oxygen atom. Whereas reduction is the gain of electrons or hydrogen atoms or loss of oxygen atoms. Oxidation will release energy, reduction will store energy. Okay, reduction either done catalytically or by addition of hydrogen. Okay, the resultant products are all alcohols, any diols, these things are same thing. Now, when they react with, when monosaccharides react with phenyl hydrazine, they produce osazones. Action of strong acids on monosaccharides. First of all, monosaccharides by the action of strong acids like HCl will yield furfural. Furfural formation when they are undergone by the action of a sulfuric acid or HCl and they undergo dehydration. They produce furfural. Furfurals are produced when they are acted upon by, monosaccharides are acted upon by strong acids. Strong acid will cause the dehydration and they produce furfural. They are colorless oils. Furfurals, they have chemical formula C5H4O2. Okay, their name is furan 2 carbaldehyde. They are colorless oil, like almond like. Their odor is almond like. Amylose and amylopectin may be differentiation here. Amylose starch is a simple form of starch, whereas amylopectin is most complex form of starch. Amylose have unbranched chain of glucose, whereas amylopectin is containing branched chains. Amylose, it is soluble in hot water, whereas amylopectin, it is insoluble in hot and cold water. दोनों मिला के ग्लाइकोजन को बनाते हैं, लेकिन दोनों में भी डिफरेंस है. Your ACQ contains at least 3 or 2 differentiations. Now furfural are furfurals. Furfural you can say furfural can be prepared by acid hydrolysis using sulfuric acid and using sulfuric acid. Furfural monosaccharides produces furfurals when they are acted upon by strong acids like sulfuric acid or HCl, and they will cause the dehydration reaction and results in the formation of furfurals. Furfural products can they have furfural, you can write down furfural is an organic compound produced from a variety of agriculture byproducts. Okay, furfural is an organic compound produced from a variety of agriculture byproducts, including oat, wheat, bran. Okay, okay. The name furfural comes from a Latin word furfur, meaning bran, referring to its usual source. Bran is its source. Okay, furfural is an organic compound produced from variety of agriculture byproducts, includes oat, wheat, bran. The name furfural comes from a Latin word furfur, meaning bran, referring to its usual source. Its IUPAC name is furan 2 carbaldehyde. Furan 2 carbaldehyde, C5H4O2, appearance colorless oil, almond like its odor. Uh, Monosaccharides, when treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, undergoes dehydration with the removal of 3 molecules of water. Hexoses give hydroxymethyl furfurals and pentosis gives furfural. Now furfurals contains with phenolic compounds to give various colors. Furfurals can combine with phenolic compounds like alpha naphthol to give rise various colors like malicious taste, general taste for carbohydrates when carbohydrates are treated with sulfuric acid and alpha naphthol. We are here dealing with the reactions of monosaccharides. You have to learn these reactions of monosaccharide in detail while you are dealing their practicals. Here I am explaining what furfural means. Furfural means when you can describe the furfural formation is when monosaccharides, when treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, undergoes dehydration with removal of 3 molecules of water. Hexoses give hydroxymethyl furfurals, whereas pentosis give furfural. Now these furfuryls condense with phenolic compounds like alpha naphthol to give various colors, like Mauritius test, that is general test for carbohydrate identification, where we are using sulfuric acid and alpha naphthol. Rapid furfuryl and Selimov's test for presence of keto group. IUPAC. Now, chemical reaction related to color test are its general information for you people, that like Mauritius test, you have to deal in detail while you will have to perform your practicals. When you will perform your practicals, I am just given the general test, Mauritius test. Any carbohydrate plus alcoholic alpha naphthol, then added concentrated sulfuric acid on the wall of the test tube while it ring between the two layers appears. Effect of concentrated acid. What is effect of concentrated acid? Treatment with concentrated mineral acid, HCl or sulfuric acid, leads to dehydration of sugars and formation of the corresponding furfuryl. It means pentosis undergo dehydration will give rise volatile furfuryl, whereas hexoses undergo dehydration by action of the sulfuric acid or give rise 5-hydroxy methyl furfuryl, less volatile. Okay, furfuryl is a word taken from a Latin word, and its source are bar wheat. It can be okay. I am repeating. I am telling you IUPAC. Okay. First of all, I am repeating the reactions of monosaccharide till the furfuryl formation. I am repeating oxidation, reduction, and furfuryl formations. Okay. If monosaccharides showing following reaction. Today we are dealing only with the oxidation, reduction, and furfuryl formations. Okay. Now we are dealing with the oxidation. Now, if aldehyde group is oxidized to carbox, it is oxidized it will to carboxyl group. It will produce aldonic acid. Glucose will give rise gluconic acid. Mannose will give rise mannoic acid. Galactose will give rise galactonic acid. Means the term is general terminology is aldonic acid. General terminology is aldonic acid. If there is a short essay question on the reactions of monosaccharide and you are getting oxidation of sugars or monosaccharide, you have to write down that on oxidation carbohydrates yields aldonic acids. Glucose will give rise gluconic acid, mannose will give rise mannoic acid, galactose will give rise galactonic acid. When aldehyde group is intact or protected, then and the molecule is oxidized, especially in the body, the last carbon is oxidized to carboxylic acid, producing uronic acid. Uronic acid. Furan 2 carbaldehyde. Yes. When aldehyde group is protected and the molecule is oxidized to carboxylic acid, producing uronic acid. Aldonic acid is produced on oxidation of sugar when aldehyde group is oxidized to carboxyl group. When that aldehyde group is protected, yes, I am repeating regarding practicals. Okay. टेस्ट ये कमिंग वीक में हम आपको बता देंगे. इनिशियली वी विल टेल यू. I'll give you maximum time as you can repeat. Okay, oxidation of sugars will give rise to two acids, aldonic acid and uronic acid. You should be clear of this. Oxidation of sugars will give rise two acids, aldonic acids and uronic acids. Aldonic acids when aldehyde group is oxidized to carboxyl group, and uronic acid when aldehyde group is intact or untouched. Okay, then it will give rise to uronic acid. And in the body, the last carbon is oxidized to carboxylic acid, producing uronic acids. Like glucuronic acid is used in body to synthesize heteropolysaccharides and also for conjugation of various substances. Uronic acid, uh, when aldehyde group is protected, intact, untouched, and the molecule is oxidized, especially in the body, the last carbon it is converted to carboxyl acid producing uronic acid. Example is glucuronic acid is used in body to synthesize heteropolysaccharides and also for conjugation of various substances. Aldonic acids, uronic acids, and saccharic acids are glyceric acids when both the end, carbonyl carbon plus a carbon at the end, both are oxidized to yield carboxylic acids. Then we will have saccharic acids, glyceric acids. It's clear now. It's oxidation. Now we are switching towards reduction. Okay. Now we have reduction products. And reduction, they will give rise alcohols, ols, any diols. Reduction either done catalytically by means of a catalyst or enzyme or by release of hydrogen. The resultant product is polyol or sugar alcohol. Glucose will give rise sorbitol or glucitol. Mannose forms mannitol. Fructose forms a mixture of mannitol and sorbitol. Glyceraldehyde forms glycerol. These are reduction products. Now, furfural formation. When monosaccharide, when treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, they undergo dehydration with the removal of 3 molecules of water. Hexoses give rise hydroxy-methyl furfuryls. Hydroxy-methyl furfuryls. Pentoses gives furfuryl. Furfuryls condense with phenolic compounds to give various colors. Molasses taste, this is general taste for carbohydrates, where sulfuric acid and alpha naphthol is used. Glucosaccharic acid. It's glucosaccharic acid. Peripheral products can condense with certain. I'm telling you regarding practical. It's over now. Lecture is over regarding three reactions. I am telling you generally. Peripheral products can condense with certain organic phenols like alpha naphthol to form compounds having characteristic colors. It forms the basis of certain tests used for detection of sugars, like Mollis's test. Here we are using alpha naphthol. In alcoholic solution gives purple ring. A sensitive reaction but not a specific. It is a group test of carbohydrate. Selevanov test with resorcinol. A cherry red color is produced. It is characteristic of D-fructose. It is use of phosphorus. Now remaining reaction tomorrow. Now questions. If you have to ask any question, ask regarding reactions. Write down in chat. Yes, I'll upload it. Furfural is taken from the word furfural is taken from Latin language. It is produced from some agriculture byproducts like wheat, bar, oat. So its meaning is having resemblance with its original sources like bar, wheat, and oat. Uh, the word furfural is taken from a Latin language. It has the meaning a resemblance with its originality. It can be produced from agriculture byproducts like bar, oat, and wheat. So it means bar, wheat, or oat. It has smell like almond. Last oxidation reaction saccharide means saccharic acids means when aldehyde plus carbon number 6 at the both ends monosaccharide is oxidized to give rise to acid, that is saccharic acid. Anomeric carbon is a carbon to which carbonyl compound is attached. If there is any carbohydrate without any chiral carbon, for example, no, to be a monosaccharide, it should have one chiral center or asymmetric carbon. Without chirality or asymmetry, there will be no any monosaccharide. Furfural obtained from oat, wheat, oat, wheat. Yes, when monosaccharide reacted with HCl, they will cause the monosaccharide HCl or H sulfuric acid. They cause the dehydration of that monosaccharide and furfural is formed. Yes. नो स्ट्रक्चर्स आपको नहीं याद करनी, स्ट्रक्चर आपको बस ग्लूकोज की आनी चाहिए, अल्डोज और कीटोज का डिफरेंस आना चाहिए और कोई स्ट्रक्चर नहीं याद करनी. A monosaccharide should contain at least one asymmetric carbon, a carbon to which four different groups are attached. Simplest is glyceraldehyde, a reference sugar. It has only one chiral center, one carbon, four different atoms are attached to it. Without asymmetry or chirality, there is no any existence of monosaccharide. Chirality or asymmetry should be there for these reactions to occur. यस, बेनेडिक्स भी आ रही हैं, दूसरी भी आ रही हैं, वो आप खुद प्रैक्टिकल में देख लीजिएगा। मैंने तो सिर्फ मॉलिशेस और सोलेनोफ्स का आपको एक ओवरव्यू दिया है। Yes, strong acid, sulfuric acid are HCl will cause the removal of three water molecule and furfural is formed. ओसाजोन ये कल का है लेक्चर, ओसाजोन कल। Remaining three reactions tomorrow. Phenyl hydrogen का reaction है ओसाजोन, esterification, tautomerization ये कल। When aldehyde undergo oxidation, yes, aldonic acid is formed. Dihydroxyacetone, wait for a while. The smallest monosaccharide for which N is equals to 3 are dihydroxyacetone and D and L glyceraldehydes. Dihydroxyacetone is called a ketose because it contains a keto group, while glyceraldehyde is called an aldose because it contains an aldehyde group. Yes, it's a monosaccharide, it's a simple 3 carbons. All carbohydrates contains at least one asymmetrical chiral carbon and are therefore optically active. Predominant carbohydrate encountered in the body are structurally related to the aldotriose, glyceraldehyde, and to the ketotriose, dihydroxyacetone. These are encountered in the body. Predominant carbohydrate which are found in the body are structurally related to the aldotriose and ketotriose. They have at least one chiral center. They are predominantly occurring carbohydrate in the body. Structurally, aldotriose or ketotriose. Furfural is used as flavoring agent in a variety of food products. Furfural and many of its derivatives occurs widely as natural constituents of the food supply. It's a specialized chemical solvent. Saccharic acid from glucose, glucaric. Same thing, same thing. It's same thing. Same thing. Furfural is also a specialized chemical solvent. Yes, to active as optically active. Yes, yes, dicarboxylic बनेगा. Yes. बायोलॉजिकल कोई खास सिग्निफिकेंस नहीं है फरफरल की. Furfural is an organic compound. It has an aldehyde group attached to the 2 position of furan. It is produced. It is the product of dehydration of sugars. It occurs in a variety of agricultural byproducts like oat, wheat, bran, and okay. It's a Latin word. Furfur means bran, meaning bran, referring to its usual source. It is also found in many processed foods and beverages. No any other importance. स्ट्रक्चर को याद करना होगा. नो. हाउ टू ड्रा ग्लूकोज, अल्डोस, कीटोस आना चाहिए. रेफरेंस शुगर, गिल्सर एल्डिहाइड आना चाहिए. बस. मोनोसेक्राइड का फार्मूला आना चाहिए. पॉलीसेक्राइड्स का. अच्छा, ग्लूकोज कहाँ पे होमोपोलीसेक्राइड, हेटेरोपोलीसेक्राइड्स के कंटेंट कहाँ ग्लूकोज है, कहाँ गैलेक्टोज है, ये आना चाहिए. स्ट्रक्चर नो, नॉट स्ट्रक्चर, टर्मिनोलॉजीज. मेडिकली वी आर डीलिंग विद वेरियस टर्मिनोलॉजीज, नॉट स्ट्रक्चर्स. एटलीस्ट ग्लूकोस आना चाहिए और फ्रक्टोस. ग्लिसरॉल्डिहाइड डीएल फॉर्म में आना चाहिए. एल्डोस, कीटोस, ये 6 चीजें. Monosaccharides having asymmetric carbon or 4 different atoms attached to it. ऊपर अल्डिहाइड भी लगा हुआ है और वेरियस अल्कोहल भी लगे हुए हैं. ये जो अल्डिहाइड और अल्कोहल, these functional groups, they undergo either oxidation or reduction. Oxidation or reduction are various conditions which are occurring in our body, और हम synthetically भी प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, जैसे हम उन कंपाउंड्स को यूटिलाइज कर सकें. So they are on oxidation or reduction give rise various other products जो हमारी बॉडी में फिर यूजफुल हैं, इसीलिए ऑक्सीडेशन या रिडक्शन में जाती हैं. और 4 डिफरेंट जो इनके ग्रुप्स अटैच हुए हैं, जिसमें अल्कोहल भी है, अल्डिहाइड भी है. अल्कोहल विल गिव राइज टू व्हेन अंडरगो ऑक्सीडेशन कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड्स. प्रैक्टिकल्स का ये है कि प्रैक्टिकल्स जो है ना, ये जो आज मैंने आपको 3 रिएक्शंस पढ़ाए ना, इसमें सिर्फ मॉलिशियस टेस्ट की इंपॉर्टेंस है और सेलेमनॉफ्स टेस्ट की. मॉलिशियस टेस्ट का बेस ये है कि जब भी कोई मोनोसेक्राइड सिंपल किसी एसिडिक मीडियम में डालते हैं तो वहां होती है डिहाइड्रेशन. 3 मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑफ वाटर निकलते हैं और वहां फरफरल्स बनते हैं. फिर वो अल्फा नेफ्सोल से रिएक्ट करते हैं। तो मोलिशियस टेस्ट जो जर्नल फॉर आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट आपको दो सॉल्यूशन देंगे। इट्स वेरी इजी, आइदर कार्बोहाइड्रेट प्रेजेंट है कि नहीं है, जिसमें प्रेजेंट होगा उसमें रिंग बनेगी वायलेट कलर की, वो मोलिशियस टेस्ट होगी, उसमें कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स प्रेजेंट हैं। और सेलेब्नोस टेस्ट फॉर डिटेक्शन ऑफ कीटोज शुगर। ये इंपॉर्टेंस है परफेरल और इन चीजों की, मोनोसेक्राइड के रिएक्शंस की। ओके, क्लास इज ओवर।